This is wild. This is what this man is wild. Hello friends, welcome once again to Look and Live. You are here with Pastor James Devallon, and this is another reaction video. All right, I was on my Facebook Messenger and somebody said, more than one of you said, hey man, Falling in Reverse, Ronnie, they got another song. Can you check it out? I saw, don't ask me twice. So we are moving over to Falling in Reverse today. The title of this one is Watch the World. Listen, Watch the World Burned. I have grown to love and appreciate this artist and what they're able to do with their music. Falling in Reverse has a way with imagery as well as lyrics, and again, it feels like a movie that you're watching, you know, but is the underlying message. That's what's beautiful about this, because it's not about all of that. It's really the heart of the thing that matters the most. And figuring that, it could be a puzzle, it could be difficult sometimes. Or when you get it, you get the beauty. You know, you see what's happening here. So we're gonna check this one out. Somebody said it can get a little dark. There's a lot happening in here. So I haven't seen this. This is my first and honest reaction to this thing. I don't know. I don't know. You know what? Let me stop talking. Let's get into the heart of the message. Make sure you smash that like and subscription button if you are new. It goes a long way in the YouTube world. So without further ado, let us now get into the heart of the message.
Yeah. I got voices in my head again, tread carefully, and I don't medicate, it helps me temporarily. I got problems, I got issues, yeah, apparently. Trauma that I'm burying, I think I need some therapy. I battle depression, I'm back with a message. I'm asking the question that if you hate me, why you acting obsessive? I'm past the point of no return by being passive aggressive. I'll brandish a weapon, teach all you motherfuckers a lesson. Yeah. I actually battle my demons and shadows, and the deep and the creep in the shallows and lost. Gotta admit that I'm living the life that I've always wanted, but it comes to the cost. So licking the jar, for fixing to rip me apart. I'm swimming with sharks, I'm lifting the bar, I'm lifting the end of the stars. I like I shot up a trainer, and mixed with some redolence. Started a battle, but bitch, I'm gonna finish it. Think you can stop me, not even a little bit. Nowadays, everybody's
What in the world? How do you get, that's some serious imageries, first of all. Again, he addresses mental health problems and issues that people face, and he tends to do that in a very powerful way with his words and lyrics. And the amazing thing is figuring out where he is coming from is the powerful thing about this man and this band as a whole. But those imageries here are serious stuff. This man is falling out of a plane. There was an explosion. There was a missile in the plane. It looks like there was some pilot, or I don't think I saw any. And he is rapping in the air. Who does that? Started a battle, but bitch, I'm gonna finish it. Think you can stop me, not even a little bit. Nowadays, everybody's so sensitive. Picking my words when you're picking apart. Tripping on nothing, just get in the car. Ripping and sticking the mark. I'm tipping the charge. I got enemies trying to get rid of me. Evil tendencies are fucking with me mentally. I got people that don't like me in the industry. I can feel your energy. You were not a friend of me. Cause I have been to places that you never. Yo, his imagery is so wild. He is so, they also, Falling in Reverse also thoughtful. They are so thoughtful in their production, not just good music in itself, but the level of entertainment you're getting here is like, you're watching a serious movie here. He says, I got enemies trying to get rid of me. Evil tendencies are blink with me mentally, and I got people that don't like me in the industry. I can feel your energy. You are not a friend of me. So that's just a whole lot of talents to work with, boy. I can feel your energy. You were not a friend of me. Cause I have been to places that you never want to go. Yeah, I got dirt on people, but they act like I don't know. Yeah, I can do some damage, but I'll never rock the boat. All it takes is one post, watch them fall like dominoes. You'll never get rid of me. Too many enemies ripping my imagery. You know my history in it. A mystery, put every in. Wow. Oh, check out this background. You get the sense of a dictator you get a sense of I don't know, like some real cruel individual who is lording over his, I guess, his adherents. It's just there's a lot happening here, and the scenery behind that, the imagery behind that. I mean, that takes some very powerful stuff to make this happen. You're getting Hollywood top-notch kind of stuff here. But again, he's addressing mental health, he's addressing enemies, and he's going at it, boy.
Rock the boat, all it takes is one post with some fun like dominoes. You'll never get rid of me, too many enemies whipping my imagery. You know my history, it ain't a mystery. Put every enemy out of their misery. Somebody send me some positive energy. About to go dark, I'm about to go dizzy. Into the darkness, into infinity. Shut you motherfuckers up. You listening? Stacking every little pretty penny that I'm getting, and I'm never giving in to anybody. Always winning, never kidding. When I die, I'm taking everybody with me. You're never gonna get me, cause you never see a simple. Yeah, my motherfucking God, you're a light gone. I'm a time bomb, the vibe's wrong, it's my.
Oh, wow. I saw a movie called Avatar. I get that feel that so he's sitting here talking to Satan or some type of evil individual. That is crazy business right here.
You listening? Stacking every little pretty penny that I'm getting, and I'm never giving in to anybody. Always winning, never kidding. When I die, I'm taking everybody.
By the way, let's talk about his lyrics and his bars. This man can rap.
With me, you're never gonna get me, cause you never see a simple. Yeah, my motherfucking God, you're a light gone. I'm a time bomb, the vibe's wrong, it's my God. I'm killing syllables of the letter of fillable. I'm a lyrical, typical super villain. I'm venomous, and I'm never gonna stop until they put me on top of the list. I can't control the monster any longer that's inside. The pain and sorrow left us solo. No tomorrow.
Uh-oh. He's inside of a church now. What's next?
Hard to swallow. Death is calling, so I'm crawling. Tightrope walking, now I'm falling down. Like missiles falling from the sky. Come and save us. Pain and sorrow left us solo. Here today, but gone tomorrow. The pain inside is the fuel that drives this flesh and bone through blood-red skies. The death-defying, hypnotizing. One day you're gonna figure out that everything they taught you was a lie. Watch the world burn.
Whew. Boy. Oh, man. I did warn you. Oh, no. Okay. So, he's in the church, taking over the church, turning into some evil villain. But the people in the church look like they're about to get themselves in serious trouble here. Wait a minute, Ronnie. Are you telling me what? Let me not project. Let me see where he's going with this. This is wild. This is what this man is wild. Boy. So, my goodness. Now, the imagery of this stuff is crazy. Now, the message behind that is much more than what it is on the surface. But there is so much happening here. Now, I really wish I could understand the depths of what this man is saying, because there's so much being said and so much happening in imagery as well. I can't wait to read your comments, guys, because I know you guys help me out a lot with some of this stuff. Boy, and that's something. So I would like to know, what does that represent? Is this an attack on Christian, or is he saying much more? Because we know that he's always dealing with mental health. Majority of his songs is dealing with that or something that's happening in the world that he is portraying here in imagery. There is that concept. I know Ronnie is not a believer. From what I've heard, I've listened to him in podcasts and I've watched his channel and listened from his perspective as well. And that's something that I'm praying to him. I'm praying to God for him about. But I know there's a lot of skills and talents at the same time. I'm really, really, really like to know what is the nature of this part of the video here. What is he saying? I don't want to project and I don't want to assume because I know there's much more happening at the heart of the message than what is happening in imagery as well. So. So this could be how he feels inside. Primarily, his anger is targeted either toward the church or Christians as a whole, either for what they have made him feel. That's my assumption. I'm not sure. But he's not just mad at that. He's going deeper than that here in essence. So whatever is happening mentally here is addressing or going after whatever it is he deems to be responsible for that. But I know it's much more. It's much deeper than that. So I'm just trying here. Boy. Wow. He just ended it just like that. I don't know what to say, guys. This one was certainly different. Rough. Strong. You guys did say, hey, it's dark. It's dark. Help me out. That scenery here is where I have a lot of questions. Oh, man. Welcome. If you have not been introduced to Falling in Reverse, let this be your first introduction. It's very, very deep. So, guys, what is your thought and perspective on this? This was, I have to say, imagery-wise, as far as I'm concerned, powerful. From the time it starts, from the plane going down, switching different sceneries, going to the Avatar type of world, just all of that stuff is happening there. It's so deep. So again, Ronnie seems to be addressing some serious mental health. He's still got voices in his head. He seems to be talking about certain enemies as well, the way he feels about many different things. I don't have the depths of this. I'm not going to lie. There's some stuff here I need to break down, and I'm going to need some help to figure it out. But one thing I do notice about Ronnie's music the most is this self-dialogue that's happening, and also this personal accountability. I get the sense of that. So there's a lot of, and also he acknowledges that there is an issue. So however it is you want to interpret that, you can. One thing I love about his music is that ability to talk about things that oftentimes we want to avoid. He's not afraid of saying, I got voices in my head. I got these issues going on, and I feel certain type of way about certain things. These enemies are doing this to me. He seems to take a vulnerable state. I do have an issue with the anger, with the revengeful spirit. Although I know in nature, he's saying that's what I feel like doing, even though that's not what he's doing actually. I think some people can take that and run with it in the wrong direction. But nevertheless, let's be honest. Sometimes we feel that way. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I feel certain way about certain people. You know, I get into my Bible and bow my knees before the Lord and ask him to, get rid of these emotions and challenge them for what they are, because not every feelings is to be acted upon. Some of them are not meant to be given life to. They must be ignored and repressed, some of them. There are sometimes we just need to talk about our issues and find someone that we can confide, someone we can trust, someone who has our best interests at heart, who might be able to understand our situation. So all of that is to be brought into consideration, but I find it much more fruitful when I choose to surrender my heart to Jesus. Here is the thing. When I'm feeling certain type of way, A verse such as this one is remedy to the mind. Listen to this. I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercies of God, that you present your bodies a living sacrifice, wholly acceptable unto God, which is your reasonable service. And be not conformed to this world, but be you transformed by the renewing of your mind, that you may prove that which is that good and acceptable and perfect will of God. So, Romans chapter 12, verses 1 and 2. So, there is this concept in scripture that the best way to deal with something or what is wrong with a person, with the issue, whatever it might be, is that the body must be surrendered to God as a living sacrifice. So I must give myself completely over to Jesus. And for those of you who don't know how to do this, because oftentimes when Christians say you need to surrender, the way that happens is you just ask God to do it. You just ask God, you invite him into your life personally. It's a verbal communication and a willingness between you and the Lord. Say, Lord, take my life just as I am and save me and change me, mold me and shape me. Because the truth is we all deal with different type of mental health and mental issues as well. Ronnie is depicting that in various ways, but we deal with a level of that in our own lives. Voices in our heads is a real thing. And I think some voices, to be exact, is very much demonic, And don't think everything that goes on in our head is us. It's not always mental health. Also, there's some spiritual stuff that happens. Oftentimes, we might not realize how serious and deadly they are. Satan does suggest negative thoughts to the minds. And this is why if the mind is transformed by not conforming to this world. So there's this idea of either I'm going to conform to this world or I'm going to be transformed by the renewing of my mind. So there's two ways to go about it. Am I conforming or am I being transformed? And that happens as you choose to allow Jesus to come into your heart and into your life and give you a new spirit and a new mind. And he changes and transforms your character. And from this point forward, freedom is yours. All right, friends. Again, going back to Ronnie's, I don't know what I'm gonna do with this guy. I still don't know. His imagery is over the top. That communication with the serpent when he fell to the ground, and those two serpents went after him, and he just disappeared all of a sudden. That's just some crazy stuff, man. That is. Look at that, man. So we can go on and on trying to interpret all the context, the depths of what's happening here. You have to sit and talk to Ronnie because most of this is left for you to come with a perspective, but I'm not going to get the depths of it, so I'm not even going to try. I'm just going to shut up and end this video. Thank you so very much for listening. Powerful stuff. Let me put it that way. Powerful stuff. Much better than what I was expecting. I had no other expectation but goodness and greatness and skills and talents and crazy lyrics and it's powerful imagery. I expected that, but I didn't realize he was going to go in that direction. And I think that's what made Falling in Reverse such a great band, because you just can't figure them out. And I think that's the beauty of it all.